Excuse me. Whew. So it definitely looks like the completion of a rally going on here, and then we've got this Magus card, which at first glance it looks like it's an upward movement, like the picture, but in actuality, the Magus card relates to both directions, so it's very dependent on circumstances and the cards surrounding it. My sense is that this is a move to the downside tomorrow, and my sense is based on the fact that it's this unicursal on Monday that's really standing out, and the Tower card there. The Tower card is the trade card from the 17th. Hey, AV. You want to go down, buddy? Go on. Oh, Hermes is fine. Why do you ask? So this Magus, this cross reading congruency with the Magus card on the 17th here, and it appears as the preview card for the 17th on the reading for the 16th. Its correlations are here around the lows at the beginning of the day. So my sense is there's probably a pretty big drop there. I've said it before, but in this case, it's looking pretty solid. There's a speaker in the morning, probably a female in the news, a female leader in the news speaking on something. It's hard to determine with that ruin. It's hard to determine if it's something that we can rely on or not. I think we probably end up higher, so it'll be like a bullish day tomorrow, but after a drop, because the Magus card energy is really taking place here in the pre-market and at the open. We do see it again at the end of the day, but I think it's more prevalent near the lows here. Hermes, you can't go on that side, buddy. There's no space for you over there. Come over here. You just want to be right in my face, right? Okay. Hermes. Will you get down, you little goof? Are you showing off? Are you showing off for people? Hermes, come over here, buddy. I just realized my camera was off. Oh, was he whining? I couldn't hear because I had my earphones in, but he whines when he wants attention. Like, he just wanted to lick my head. Thank you, Hermes. I love you too, Hermes. Thank you. Space looking for tomorrow. So we were talking about, I was on a little bit earlier. We were talking about how SPC, if I was still in it, which I'm not, I got out for other reasons, but I would have liked to have held it until today. But I would be exiting out of it today. I probably would have exited out of it already. But if I missed that exit, then Tuesday's looking like another opportunity. But I would be looking to exit SPC at this point. Oh, that's what I had open. I wanted one of these, right? Yeah, see, the Fool is a good opportunity to get out. There's an opportunity here today to get out. I would say probably going to open lower on Monday with a notable move to the upside, probably into the 21st. And I think the 21st or the end of the day on the 22nd would be the last opportunity, probably. It might go a little higher. It could go a little higher into the next week, but this is, like, I'd be more cautious. I'd probably just get out if I was still in it at this point. I would probably get out here. And the reason being is we've got here in the November cluster, we're dealing with the Devil card, we're dealing with the Prudence card on the cusp here, some conflicting kind of energy. So it's very well might go higher into like a peak in the early December, but I think there's a pretty sharp drop there into what could be a low for the year, like another low for the year here. But if you can wait a couple days, you might get scared out on Monday morning. That's all, Otherwise, you could hold tight. I would probably do that at this point. Excuse me, jeez. It looks like if we open like significantly lower in the morning on Monday, I would say that that's probably a short-term opportunity to open up a long position, close the long position the following day, or at the end of the day on the 22nd. But I'd probably go with the following day based on the Ace of Discs correlating to the high on the one-day chart there. Oh, thank you, Baby Yoda. Appreciate it. Yeah, sorry I couldn't have been better. SPC was like my biggest fail of 2023, really. And like, I mean, it might turn into a win next year, and I'll be super frustrated if that happens. But like, that's the one that just didn't work out so well in 2023. The majority of my readings, like pretty much all of the other ones, predictions like that did pretty solid, phenomenally even. It's just SPCE. So my apologies on that. I don't think there's really any forecast that needs to be changed. I just didn't mark off a high here on the 16th. I did say that this high marker on the 10th might actually end up being on the 13th based on the Aeon card, so we weren't far off there. But there's higher price levels to come. I'm just It's got to be at the very end of the month that there's this like significant decline because the overall trend is to the downside. So these two cards right here offer this peak at the end of the month, probably a pretty big drop there. All right, so since it looks like we're not going to end up revisiting the support here at the end of the day, well, technically we are at a high, but like I said, if we didn't end up having opportunity here at the end of the day to close out of a short for a day trade, then it would be the following morning that we want to exit out. So that's obviously looking a lot more like the case now. And there's pretty strong indications that that's where we want to do it around like 10 o'clock. You could also get into a long position there around the same time for a day trade, close the day trade at a day's high. We'll probably go higher than this point, but like the day's high between like 2 and 3, closer to 3. But we'll probably go higher than that. It's just there might be some behavior there that might shake you out at a lower price before going higher, if that makes sense. So there's a long day trade there. There's a short swing trade right now if you were to open up a short. And then tomorrow, long day trade. And there's this Queen of Discs that keeps popping up. Interesting. Queen of Discs at the end of the day on the 15th. Let's see. Queen of Discs, end of day. Queen of Discs at the end of day for the 16th. This is probably the same price level. So this Queen of Discs, you can see it appears at the end of the day on the 15th, sorry, and it appears at the end of the day. It's the same price level. It's the same price level. Look at that. And you don't see it appearing. Well, there's a preview of it on the 10th for the 11th. Or for the 13th, I should say. Interesting. Well, in any case, I'm pretty sure that's a Queen of Discs price level, so there's a good chance that we open lower than that price level and revisit it midday. I'm going to mark it off. It's basically already marked off, but it's like this price level right here. So we'll probably see this at the end of the day based on that. And then tomorrow we open lower and we'll open lower, maybe decline a bit, and then there'll be a notable reversal and we'll come back to an important resistance level, which is very likely that same price level at Queen of Discs. In which case we'll likely break through it towards the end of the day. And then another pretty big drop over the weekend, it looks like. Either that or at the end of the day. Hard to say, but there's a sharp drop there before the end of the day on the 20th. Hey, Robert. Right, in the same way that that Emperor card came back around. This is how you can sometimes extrapolate price level information. It's not always like accurate. I mean, just like anything else, sometimes it fails, but it's pretty solid when you do find those instances. Right, especially because like we're finishing off near it here. It's end of day it's at the close on both days, right? So I took the last of the money I had because I got creamed over the last weekend. I did exactly what I tell people not to do, and I went for out of the money options, and it evaporated my account. So I got what's left of it. I put in into puts just a minute ago, and I'm not going to tell you what puts because I wouldn't recommend putting them into those puts. They're just that's the ones I can afford right now. You want to do a short position if you're going to open something now. Robert, you're reading KDA. It's in the works. I should have that done either tonight or tomorrow. You'll get the email for that. And then there's another one. What did I just do? Oh my God. Let me take a look. Oh, and Theta. Theta is going to be coming out. The public version coming out sometime next week for 2024 Theta. Somebody ordered that, so the private version will be coming out over the weekend for them. I didn't do bone for Hermes, but sounds like somebody wants me to do bone. I'll put it on the list. Expect Hermes' face in the little box in the corner of the screen rather than mine for that one. Maybe he'll be chewing on a bone the whole time. So yeah, this is probably a notable drop, the cross-reading congruency. What's also interesting, it may be nothing, it may be something, but I noticed the cross-reading cross-ticker congruency, which is something you don't see very often. But the Magus card on the 17th also appears on the 17th on the Bitcoin reading. So there's probably some sort of surprise happening here. Something happens on the 17th that moves the market. Let me put this like right here. Right, so that's basically yesterday. Oh, that's the 14th. Here's the 15th. Right, so right here around the close, that price level is roughly the same price level we see here. Can shop hit 60 next week? Where did my... Oh, here it is. I don't have anything for shop. What am I doing? All right, so shop. Hermes, you just made me like totally lose what is going on here. All right. Don't sit on my hand. Thank you. You too much, Hermes. Will shop hit $60 next week? Yes or no? Looks like it does, yeah. I'm gonna start marking off the answers to those questions like this. Right, so this is about revisiting an opportunity. The Queen of Discs is usually revisiting an opportunity when we have a sharp dip in a period of sideways rotation, but sometimes it's revisiting a support level that it can be to the upper end. But what I see here is that in the post market, we have this rally into key resistance, which looks like we're doing right now. We're rallying into key resistance. We should have a decline with consecutively lower spikes up on the way down, taking us into a lower price level and volatility in the morning, and more decline in the early morning with a reversal somewhere around like 10:15, 10:30. How does VVS Finance crypto look in December? Overall trend direction of VVS Finance crypto in December 2023. A lot of volatility. A lot of volatility. It looks like a key resistance level is met or created, and then we decline from that key resistance. Like relevant on this chart type of resistance. All right, my friends, with that said, I'm going to roll. Thank you so much for watching. Just a real quick recap. So if you can and you haven't and you're looking to do a trade here in preparation for tomorrow, now would be a good time to open up a short if you can still get away with it. Close it tomorrow before this reversal around 10:15, 10:30. Open up a long position around that same time. Close that long position for a day trade when we hit a day's high somewhere between 2 and 3. And we'll do cross through its price level to the upside. Then that same price level back down through it and then back up through it. And that'll be kind of like the signal of where to exit out. And then I'd probably open up a short position at that time for possible drop over the weekend. But if not a drop over the weekend, probably a pretty big drop in the end of the day here, starting like midday on the 20th. Hey, Dune. So the S&P 500 is going to go lower in December. We're going to see a little bit of a drop like tomorrow morning and then over the weekend probably, or on Monday probably, but we're going to stay near highs, if not higher highs, before the end of the week, next week. And then when we get into December, we're going to come back into like start declining into lows again. All right, my friends, as always, make sure to follow that rule of karma. Super important. You do so here at the resources tab of our website, Tarot for Traders. We ask that you donate 5% of the profits forward to one of these charities, 5% of the profits back to the channel. It leaves you with 90% of the money. Make sure to spend that money out of love. As long as you follow those rules, the universe considers you an angel investor of the channel. It's going to send it back to you tenfold through this channel for being so. Hey, Joe, what did I nail? Also, we've got we've got January readings in preparation to come out. Oh, nice. Appreciate it. Let me just take a screenshot of that. So in any case, if you're interested in the paid version of our monthlies, really great way to support the channel. Also, it's really how we're able to put out content that we do. And if you look at this stuff regularly, it's the right thing to do. You would go to our services, SO Meta Posts. You'll be able to see January predictions probably the end of next week by going to monthly subscription. Click here. And clicking on 30 days access, all paid, gets you access to the paid version of all these tickers in crypto, as well as Amazon, Google, and NVIDIA. And the paid versions, if you're not aware, guys, they get you not only the best trades. Some of the paid versions give you a complete video, and some of the versions of the public version don't have the complete video anymore. But even when you have all the chart information, the paid versions now are going to be where we talk about where the highest highs and lowest lows are, where we talk about the price levels. Whoa. I'm glad to hear that, Joe. Glad to hear that. So I forgot what I was saying because times 10 is dope. So you'll be able to get that information with the paid version, price level information, highs and lows, any types of trades that are relevant on like a multi-year standpoint as well, all that stuff. And with that said, blessings, my friends. Thank you for watching. I will see you guys tomorrow morning.